Yes, Friday. I'm out of work on my way home, enjoying this awesome traffic. No, I don't complain. I think, well, at least from what I've seen, I don't really know because I've never been there. Traffic in California or some places in Texas is a lot worse than it is here. Plus, I live towards Homestead. It's not like going down 88th Street. So, towards Homestead is a lot better. Well, sometimes. You might get a tractor at some point and then you're screwed. Excuse me? See, the worst problem here is people texting. Because they just, I don't know, I guess they don't care. So they rely on other drivers. So let's say they're at a traffic light. They're texting and they don't care. And if they put the green light, they don't care. They just wait until someone, I don't know, honks at them or screams at them or something. Because some of them are, I guess they're a little more aware, so when they see someone moving on the side, they move too. But some others, they really just don't care. They wait until someone honks, until someone's mad or something. Or there are the other ones that they're, let's say, on this road, and they're texting and driving at the same time, so every once in a while they just step on the brake because they're not looking forward, so they don't know what the car in front of them is doing. So they just go slow and also step on the brake constantly. The problem is, like, imagine a street like this, right? 2 lanes. If one of them is doing that, then everyone has to move to the other side. So now you have a more packed street, lane on a 2-lane street. Now, there's not only one person texting in Miami. There is, I guess it's like the norm here, I guess. So, on one road, in one block, put just 2, and then you screwed up the whole traffic. I guess they don't have people to lock them in the house. They don't want to get there. I don't know. I just want to get home. See, the only good thing about this is I get to ride. I love riding. The problem is I don't like riding in traffic. In Miami, the weather is really hot all the time. Keep in mind right now, look at this weather. Beautiful weather. It's perfect for flying. The problem is, this is our winter. Woo! Now that I saw this guy on the Gixxer, I thought it's something that I've been meaning to talk about or ask about long ago. Why is it that no one in a Harley waves back? I remember before even I got my first motorcycle, I looked it up online. I think that's the thing of motovlogging. You get to see point of view how it is to ride. So I would watch a lot of videos, and I always thought it was so cool that when you get on the motorcycle, whenever you see another motorcycle, another rider, you just wave back. It's like a small community, or maybe not a small community, but it's a very tight community. So whenever you see someone close to you, or they see you or anything, you just wave, and it's easy to do. You just go like this or like that. I don't know. Everyone does it differently. The first time I remember, I was in my on my first bike. It was basically a Chinese Grum. This guy I think it was a Gixxer 1000. Obviously, I didn't feel like I was in a motorcycle because I was in this little Grum clone. And he waves at me, and I thought it was really cool. Then going back in Chrome, it's like a road full of motorcycles. I guess it's like our own little version of Route 66. Everyone goes there. It's really nice. Whenever there is another motorcycle on the highway, you just wave, and then sometimes there's like this little pack of people I thought it was cool. But then for some reason, whenever I wave and the other person it's a Harley, they don't. I don't know. Maybe I'm not eagle enough. But I have my theory though. I have my theory. Some people think it's like, oh no, because they think Harleys are the best thing. Ah, then they're not. They're not my type, honestly. But my theory is different. What I think is that it's like the typical midlife crisis motorcycle. It's like you get to your 40s, you've never had a motorcycle before, you finally have enough credit to get one and maybe income and money, and you finally convince your wife, it's like, oh yeah, honey, I'm gonna get a motorcycle. I'm gonna get a real motorcycle. American Iron. So you get one, but the problem is that you didn't look for it before. So you just get a motorcycle, you start riding, you get your license, you start riding. But you don't really get to, I don't know, you don't really get through the signs, I guess. You know how when you tap your helmet, it's because you're telling the other rider there are cops ahead of him, or whenever you point with your foot, there is something on the road, or I don't know, different things. They're waving. It's a way of communication. You have a helmet, the other guy has a helmet, or else you're going to tell them something. But these guys don't, I don't know, they just simply don't do it. They don't care about waving or anything. It's like they're in their own league. American people. So I wonder if like Indian people and Harley people wave at each other, or only Harley people waves Harley people. I don't know how it works. Move it. You see, that's the other thing. When there's people texting and driving, sometimes they're at a red light. The first one is texting, so they don't notice that the light's green. The second one is also texting, so they don't notice that the one in front it's moving. The third one maybe is texting, maybe it's not, but by the time he honks, it's way too late. So one or two cars are able to go, and then all the rest stays in traffic. I don't know, I swear it should be illegal to text and drive, and I think it is. The problem is that there's no way to legislate it. There's no way to enforce it. Because let's say someone's texting and driving, the police pulls them over, and then they say, oh, you were texting and driving, that's why I pulled you over. You could say, no, I was in my GPS, and that's a legit excuse. You could say I was in the GPS. And because Constitution, and this is what I think, so don't take my word for it. Don't go out there texting and driving. You shouldn't do it in the first place. But don't go out there and just, I don't know, say this to the police. But from what I think is that you can just say, oh, I was in the GPS, and they can't check your phone because it's because of privacy. So there's no way for them to prove that you weren't in your GPS and you were actually texting. So I don't know. Maybe car companies should come up with something where you can't see your phone when your car is on or something. I don't know. I think it works like that for some companies. My father worked for a little bit at a cable company, and obviously they give you a company phone, and those phones you get the addresses for places you're going to go, different jobs, the tasks. You can use it as a GPS as well. But the problem is that as soon as the car moves, the phone locks, so you can't use it. And I think that's a great feature, because you get calls, and I find no reason to be texting and driving, since nowadays every car has a screen, and you can get calls through your car. I can even get calls in my helmet. So what's the purpose of texting and driving? You're endangering other drivers and riders as well. The difference is that if you hit someone in a car, you might get, I don't know, a few scratches, and it really depends on the speed, obviously. But on a motorcycle, if you're being irresponsible, the one that's going to take the biggest hit is always going to be the guy on the motorcycle. So please, I hope this video works for something. Don't text and drive. I wish I could show you. maybe later on I'll get on US 1 and I'll show you when it's a 2-lane road. The people next to me, probably they're gonna be all texting, or at least, I don't know, at least 90%. Oh, I turned it off by mistake. I played myself. For example, this guy's going slow. I'm sure he's texting. I'm gonna move a little bit to the right. Maybe I can see. You see, he's not moving. And someone like this could say, well, I can't move much further. And it's true. I mean, there are cars ahead and they're also stopping. The thing is that if everyone thinks like that, then no one moves. Let's see if we can get the people on the other side. Maybe we can see someone that's on the other side texting. That one was texting. Let's see. This girl, she was not even looking forward. That one has the phone on his hand. He had the phone on top of the steering wheel and he was just texting from there. Look at this one. Also with a phone there.